Okay, this is Roger, the Texas Wet Shaver. Today, I'm going to be doing a quick review and a little bit of history on the Gillette Adjustable Slim, the Slim Adjustable. Beautiful razor, beautiful razor. I love this razor. This one is actually an H3, which puts it the third quarter of 1962. And that's neat for me because I was born in August of 62. So that razor was produced around the time that I was born. So I really like that. Another really neat thing about this razor that I really like is that my dad owned one of these razors that he purchased literally around a little bit after I was born. So obviously not this particular one. I have no idea what happened to that one, but it means a lot to me to have this razor. This razor has 9 settings, 1 being the least aggressive and 9 being the most aggressive. This razor was produced between 1960 and 1968. One thing interesting about this razor is Gillette realized in the 1950s that having a razor that could be good for more than one person, like if you want, one person may like it extreme aggressive and one person might like it mild, they could make one razor that they could do them, send out their marketing for a lot of different people. So it was a very popular razor. It originally came out at $1.50, and it was quickly adjusted to $1.79. I don't know exactly when that came across. There was also of course, every year at Christmas time, Gillette always had a Christmas box with a razor. Unfortunately, I don't have any pictures, or I definitely don't have that. That would really be cool to have. But that was one interesting thing about Gillette. They always put something out at Christmas time. On a rarity scale, this really isn't all that rare. This is in great shape. I actually had this restored from the Razor Emporium. Matt Pasaric, I hope I pronounced that correctly. Anyway, he does great work over there on Gillette razors, or any type of razor registration. Sorry about that. I had a hard time pronouncing that word there, but don't give me too hard. This is my second video. But anyways, it was done in durable nickel plated, and that's what this is. This was totally refinished. This is not the original finish. Let's see. On a rarity scale, between 1 being you can find them in thrift shops all the time, to 5 being it should be in a museum. And I'm taking that quote from Matt Pasaric from the Razor Emporium. I don't want to steal his little formula he came up with. I'm kind of stealing that from him. But this is probably a 1. But if you were to get this with the original box, like maybe the Christmas box, with the blades in it, sealed and everything, of course, it's going to go up to probably a 3, maybe a 4. Still, you can definitely find them. I really like this razor. A lot of it I like is because it has a lot of memory for me and my dad. I literally, now this doesn't have a blade in it. When I was a kid, I would take my dad's razor, not this razor, but a razor just like it, and literally pretend like I was shaving with no blade. So it brings back a lot of memories for me. It has as far as it came right before the Fat Boy, Gillette had a lot of success with the Fat Boy, which we all know. Very nice razor, but this came out right after they quit producing the Fat Boy, and it's slimmer here. That's why they call it the Slim. It had vertical and horizontal curling, like you see here, which the Fat Boy only had vertical. That's how you can kind of tell if you're not sure. And of course, the Fat Boy is going to be more rounded. This particular razor is 71 grams. But we're going to get into a quick shave. And today, and this is a butterfly. I forgot to show you this too. This is a butterfly razor. What I like to do is loosen it a little bit when you set the setting you like to set. I'm going to set this today at 5. And I'm going to go ahead and open up the butterfly windows and put in a blade. And you just go ahead and shut it. The neat thing about this one, it has that last quarter turn, that famous last quarter turn when you know it's locked. Another interesting thing to say about these razors is evidently a lot of razors right out of the box, even in 1962 to 1968. Some of them didn't have that last little quarter turn, but they still work perfectly fine. You tighten them. If you have one that doesn't have that last quarter turn, just tighten it. It's going to work just perfectly fine. We are going to be using, I put in one of the Gillette 7 o'clock blades. For a brush, I'm using a Simpson brush. This is Unknown soap. I put this in here a long time ago. Unknown, I've already kind of whipped it up a little bit. I've wet my face down a little bit right before we started. And I also like to, in this soap, I like to use a little bit of the Chill Mill from Phoenix Shaving, Douglas Smite. I love that product, and I will be doing a review on that product here maybe in the next few weeks after I do some research on it. But this is definitely not a review, but I love that product. I really do. Let me go ahead and get the cream on here and get on with the shave here. I just need really a touch up today. It's really not that long, and I'm actually off today, so I don't have to have a really close shave. But this one pass I'm going to do today is probably going to be extremely smooth. We're going to see when I get finished here how that works out, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be a really good smooth shave. So this cream really does work out really well. I wish I knew what kind it was so I could reorder it. There's so many good creams out there. First, Douglas Smite with Phoenix Shaving. His is my favorite creams. Actually, if I want to talk about an artisan, he appears to be one of my favorites because there's just so many products he makes that I absolutely love. And I will be reviewing some of those products down the road here. Okay, let's go ahead and get on with the shave here. I'll wet the razor down a little bit. I've already done the quarter turn. Let's see here. Okay. I don't shave a lot with a double-edged razor anymore. I shave mostly with a straight razor. I'm going to turn that aggression up just a little bit. I like to loosen it a little bit to turn up the aggression and then tighten it back down, that quarter turn. You know, some people on the internet say it's not necessary to do that, and it may not be, but it just makes it easier to makes it way easier to change the setting. And to me, if it's easier to change the setting, it's probably putting less wear and less friction on something. So that's just my take on it. this razor really is good and smooth. I really, really like it. I tend to get it around probably 6 or 7 for my liking. Right now it's on 6. So it seems to work really good for me. Depending on my hair growth too. Like I didn't have a whole lot of hair growth with this. So I like to rinse off a little bit more than probably I need to. That's just me. Let's see here. Yeah, I really do like this razor. It's so smooth, you know. Now, do I have other razors in my collection that maybe gives me a little better shave? Yeah, probably. But keep in mind, this is an amazing razor for me. My dad had it, and it just brings back great memories with my dad, me playing with this as a little kid. So that makes a big difference. Even though there's other razors I may prefer better than this one, I still love using this razor. I really do. Let's see. Well, that's pretty good, really. Like I said, I really only needed a touch-up. It wasn't very long today. And like I said, what I really, really enjoy is straight razor shaving. I do that. I like that. I really enjoy that. It gives you such a great accomplishment, learning how to straight razor shave, but getting out a great double edge, especially if you're in a hurry. I love to do it when I'm in a hurry. And you don't have the time to sit there because you don't want to be in a hurry with a straight razor, that's for sure. But anyways, we're back to this razor here. Really nice razor. Let me go ahead and wet my face off here real quick. Okay. All right. Let's just see real quick how we. Oh yeah. One pass, but I have to admit I didn't have. Only had one day of growth, and I had shaved prior. It hasn't been full 24 hours. So one pass, really good, really good. Could I get a little bit smoother? Sure, if I did one more pass, but I don't think I will today, not for this video. But amazing shaver, amazing shaver. What I'm going to put on a little bit today, again, this happens to be a coincidence. I just love Phoenix products, Phoenix shaving products. Douglas Smite. I just love his products, I tell you. The cooling effect of the frostbite. I just love it. That menthol. And obviously, I'm a person who really likes menthol because here we go. I like to use the Chill King all the time, and I'll be doing a review on these in the next few weeks. I don't ever like to try to do a review until I've done some research and gotten more out of it. But anyway, this is Roger, the Texas Wet Shaver, and please like and subscribe. And until next time, have a good time shaving, because I always do.